Sundays, day of rest? I think not. I think it's cardio day. Rest day, that literally just means cardio day. It's an opportunity to burn more calories, get into a bigger deficit. I got an energy drink, got my computer. It's like 9:20 right now. As soon as I turn this off, I'm headed to the gym. I'm gonna go do some cardio. I do cardio on Sundays with my dad. I honestly wouldn't go to the gym because I have a treadmill in my apartment, but I think he needs somebody to go with him for him to do it and for him to, stay consistent to going to the gym. If I didn't go with him, I don't think he'd go. I think he'd be too embarrassed to go by himself, which kind of sucks, but I want to get him to the point where I don't have to go with him. And so that's why I go to the gym still on Sundays. On my rest day is mainly for my dad, but also I can get some more cardio in, get some stretching, use the foam roller, all that stuff. So it's not all for him. I do get a good workout in as well, get my cardio up, which is definitely needed where I'm at in the stage of cut. But I want to give you guys a grocery haul today because I got groceries last night, and then I'm going to update you right now on what I did calories wise yesterday. Let me pull up. Woke up this morning at I think I woke up at 8:20. Let me change that, 8:20. And I hit 2,945 calories. So that was a good bit over on my calories, like almost 500 calories over. Step count, 10,489. So the calories, I'm just gonna have to do the shit with with cardio today to make up for them. Really dial in on my cardio, really not eat much today, but that's okay with me. I've carried over some of the calories to today, so I've already entered them in, so they're negligent, all right? Sometimes you can smush the days of calories, so if you go over on yesterday's calories, I can add them to today's calories and just be like, okay, today, now I'm just gonna fucking hit my calories, even them both out. Because if you're like, all right, this one, so here's your maintenance, right? Here's your maintenance, right? Yesterday was above your maintenance. You can make this one below your maintenance, start below so that they even out. And so that's my thought process. Dude, day to day, it doesn't fucking matter. You can go over if you need more energy, you can go under if you don't need enough energy. You just need to hit your calories within the week, the spectrum. I've said this quite a few times. You shouldn't be looking day to day and be so monotonous and be so meticulous, because some days you're gonna need more calories. Some days you're gonna need less calories. So kind of let your body even it out. Even though your body's not gonna wanna be in a deficit, you just gotta, it takes experience, but I think that's a really good way of thinking about it. I don't know how much you guys can see this, but we got 2 pounds grass-fed ground beef. This is 85.15. There's 4 pounds of that, so there's 2 more pounds up top in the freezer. We got ground chicken. This is 8% fat, so really good. Egg whites. I wanted to try out this turkey bacon. The macros are pretty good. It's 50 calories per slice, 6 grams of protein, 1 carb, 3 grams of fat. So a little bit high on the fat, more than I'd like, but we'll see. Just a little bit of a snack or a treat. I got some strawberries. I got some raspberries as well, but I already ate all of them. I just kind of use those as my treat so that I don't get when you go to the store and you're like, oh, I'll just eat this because I'm at the store. It's like my treat every week that I go and get at the store. Well, instead of doing that with some dumbass shit like cookies or chocolate or like a candy bar or something like that, I do raspberries and I do whipped cream, all right? 0 fat whipped cream. So I'll do that, and that's what, maybe 300 calories, maybe. And then also you can do, what was I gonna say? Beef jerky. So I had some 0 sugar beef jerky because all these beef jerky companies like to pour so much fucking sugar into their beef jerky. So if you look where the ones that have no sugar, that's where you're gonna really get the gains, but they are expensive. Almond milk, and we have hiding in the back here 0% fat plain Greek yogurt. Some of you guys won't like the taste of this. I love it. I put a little bit of strawberries in it and it's good. These are just stuff I already had. So sparkling water, Canada Dry, zero pop, that's almost gone. In the side of the fridge, this is where the fun stuff is. I got some salsa. So salsa is pretty low calorie. It's 10 calories per 2 tablespoons. Pickles, stone ground mustard. I don't know about this stuff. This is German style sauerkraut. I just saw it and it sounded good while I was in the store. I got banana peppers. This is just to like put on, ground beef, ground turkey, more salsa. So this is just stuff like condiments that I can put on that are really low calorie, and the sauerkraut and the pickles. They still have good nutrients in them, so they're not terrible. I also have heard some stuff about how mustard and mustard seed promote fat loss, so that's interesting. But up top, this is the fun stuff. You guys can see how much fucking steamed vegetables I got. So what I do is I have 12 of these. All right, 12 of these. They're rice cauliflower. These are 80 calories and they're $1. So instead of having rice with every meal, which stacks up, guys, rice stacks up. Like that would be 1,000 calories. Like I try to get some rice in, but rice, it's very high calorie. People don't realize that. And so this, you can get twice as much. If this was rice, like white rice or jasmine rice, this would have to be like 400 or 500 calories. Probably 500 calories, but this is 80. So rice cauliflower, in my opinion, it tastes pretty good. Is it as good as white rice? No, because it doesn't have nearly as much carbs or calories, which is obviously energy. I really like the California medley. This is 125 calories, so a little bit more on the calorie side, but it is really good. It's just got a mix of vegetables. We also have, I think, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more pounds of ground chicken. So got that, and then back there is like a frozen healthy meal. So it's like a chicken bowl or something. I'll just show you guys. That's what it is. I just got one to try it out. It's only 330 calories. So that's one of the things that made me go over my calories yesterday night. I had one of those late at night. So up top, all right, over here, I did get some 90-second rice. So we got Spanish style rice. I'm gonna save this for a good meal because guess how many calories it has? 440. So gotta watch out for this stuff. Rice has a lot of calories. I already had this stuff, but there's rice in here, a full bag. I prefer the instant rice just because, it's easier to cook. So I don't know why that's in there, but up here, this is the fun cupboard. So we got canned chicken, yummy. All right, these are on sale. These are only like $4 or something like that. Or maybe they were $5. I forget, but it's a pretty good deal for these because these are so easy. They're like the easiest fucking meal you could possibly do. And they have, 44 grams of protein instantly. Don't have to cook it, nothing. Mashed potatoes. I'd be curious to get nutritionists or, lifters' advice on this because I've been doing this and I fucking love it. So I probably won't change it, but I'll just pour this into a bowl in the morning and then have mashed potatoes instead of cooking white rice or instead of, finding another carb source or boiling potatoes. I can just pour this into a bowl and it's super easy. I've never got these before, but this should be the same thing. They're scalloped. It is high calorie, but that's granted that you put a shit ton of butter in. So if you look here, I'm not using butter and I'm not using milk. And the same thing goes for this. I don't cook the potatoes with butter and milk. That's just gonna make the calories so much more. So just only add water and like garlic salt. That's all you need to do, and it tastes the exact same. I don't know why these fat asses need to add butter and milk. You guys can if you want, but I'm gonna cut. No need for unnecessary calories. This is just instant coffee, so I put this in my protein shakes. Spices it up a little bit, but yeah, that's all I got. That's my grocery haul. I don't know how much it costs. Probably close to 200 bucks, but it's a lot cheaper than what I used to get, because I used to get just fucking steaks. I used to go to the grocery store, and I'm not even kidding, just for me, my bill would be like $300 fucking dollars. So that's not to flex or anything. That's just to tell you guys, eating clean and eating healthy is not expensive. If you want to eat good quality, yeah, that gets expensive, because I'm buying premium meat, like premium cut meat. It adds up. I buy a steak, my steaks are like 15, 20 bucks each. And I get a bunch of those like for the week. Yeah, it's going to add up. It's going to be expensive. But if you guys want to eat healthy, I mean, my last grocery bill, I think it was like 120 bucks. And I got similar things. The only thing that made this one more was I got a couple bullshit items. Like, I don't usually get the Greek yogurt. I don't usually get these potatoes. I don't usually get even as much meat as I got. But I thought, why not just stock up? So don't let anybody tell you that you can't eat healthy for cheap. Go to Aldi, right? If you don't have an Aldi near you, go to Walmart. They're the exact fucking same. So got no excuse. Eat healthy. Steamed vegetables were a hack for me. So ground things. This is my philosophy is, if it's easier to cook, that's the best thing to do possibly, because then my problem is portion control. So it's like a ladder. I think of it like this. My problem is portion control. If I cook a huge fucking thing of 3 pounds of ground beef, I'm going to have a pound of that shit. I'm going to have a pound. So if I get individual pounds of ground beef, I can split them in half, cook one in the morning, cook one in the afternoon. Because if I cook that whole pound in the morning, I'm going to eat the whole thing. I'm going to be like, oh, damn, I'm really hungry. And I'm just going to eat it because it's sitting in the pan to cool off. Before I put it in the fridge, I'm just going to eat it. And so if I can, portion control and have things that are easy to cook versus like a steak, a little bit harder to cook, especially if I don't have a grill. But ground beef is just so easy to cook. Like, it takes like 5 minutes. Same with ground chicken. It takes like 6 minutes. It's very simple. It's very quick. That's why I get the instant rice. That's why I get the instant potatoes. So I can spend less time in the kitchen, get in, get out, not have to worry about food the rest of the day. So I got to get to the gym. I think my dad's waiting for me. And we're going to train him, see what he's weighing. I'm excited to see how much weight loss he's seen in the last week. But, yep, got nothing else to say. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. It will be upper body day. Peace.